podcast. I'm the gentleman, accompanied by the disturbed Southern Belle.
Hello.
And in this episode, we will be continuing our series on the more disturbing conspiracy theories. Starting this episode with the Reptilian conspiracy theory.
This is a good one.
This is probably one of the most well-known ones.
It is.
And widely spread.
It definitely is. I mean,
because it's still going.
It is. And you've heard it on a bunch of stuff. And a lot of people have been accused of being reptile people.
Including two of the most famous people on the planet.
True that.
So, this is a theory about a race known as the Archons, the Reptoids, the Draconians, and many other names. There's supposedly a group of reptilian humanoid creatures that is believed to have some control over the world. Many believe them to be a race of aliens that can take on human form at will. They're also believed to be gaining political power, which will enable them to further control society. Others claim that they're actually interdimensional creatures that hail from an alternate universe or dimension. It was theorized at one point that the idea of the reptilian creatures may have originated in the fiction writing of Robert E. Howard. In one of his stories, titled The Shadow Kingdom, he examined ideas of lost worlds such as Atlantis or Lemuria. Howard wrote of serpent men that were described as humanoids having human bodies with snake-like heads. They're said to be able to imitate humans at will and are described as living in underground passages and were capable of both shape-shifting and mind control.
Good God.
Quite a bit.
That's pretty powerful, yeah.
So, sometime in the 1940s, American occultist Maurice Doreal wrote a pamphlet entitled Mysteries of the Gobi that described a serpent race with bodies like man but with heads of a giant snake. He claimed that they could also take on human form. The creatures also appeared in a poem by Doreal titled The Emerald Tablets. In a 2008 U.S. Senate election in Minnesota, a ballot was found that had lizard people written in the space for write-in candidates.
Well, then that means definitely.
It's got to mean something.
I mean, it
couldn't just be a prank. It can't be.
No, that's the best proof I've ever heard of anything in this world. That's it. They exist.
So, in February 2011, on the Opie and Anthony radio show, comedian Louis C.K. jokingly asked former U.S. Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld if he and Dick Cheney were lizard people that enjoyed the taste of human flesh. The question was asked several times, and Rumsfeld refused to answer directly. This amused C.K., who then suggested that this was an admission of guilt. He mused that perhaps those who were really lizard people could not lie about it directly when asked. Therefore, they would deflect or try to avoid answering the question. Which, to be fair, it's a weird thing to try to just avoid giving a direct answer to.
I guess it is.
I'll give him that.
It is a little odd, but, I mean, I'm guessing he probably thought he was stupid or something, and it's like, man, what are you? I don't know. But maybe he's right. Ooh, more proof. Spookier and spookier.
So, later on March 4th of 2013, a video depicting a security guard with odd features who was guarding then-President Barack Obama. The photo was later spotlighted in a Wired report about shape-shifting reptilian humanoids. A 2013 survey by Public Policy Polling found that approximately 12.5 million people believed in the existence of lizard people, which is not a small amount of people.
No, that's a good portion. I mean, it's not a huge number compared to everybody in the United States, but it's not a little number, no.
So there have been over a dozen known violent incidents that have been instigated by people who were attempting to stop the so-called reptilian race. This includes a massive car bomb that was detonated in downtown Nashville on Christmas morning in 2020. So there are actually many of high-ranking individuals who have been thought to be lizard people, such as Queen Elizabeth and Mark Zuckerberg, just to name a couple.
Yeah. He was also supposed to be they've said like a robot, an android, different things, because he was kind of stiff. I'm thinking he's just awkward myself, but, it's a little socially awkward. He may even have a little social anxiety. You don't know. I mean, just because he's rich doesn't mean he's not a human. You know what I'm saying?
Although you would begin to wonder with some of the rich people.
Oh, I know, but you know what I mean. Yeah, there's some craziness in this world, absolutely.
That's definitely not a jab at more famous people, by the way.
No, absolutely not. Why would we do that?
Anyways, Many people have gone so far as to scour photos and videos from prominent figures looking for shape-shifting images or maybe glitches in film, while others look for more obvious details such as signs of reptilian teeth. Because yes.
Yeah.
As for proof, there has, as expected, never been any substantial evidence ever really produced. However, this doesn't stop the theory from remaining strong in the minds of several million Americans.
Nah.
Because people are stubborn.
And don't people have a lot of time on their hands, really, to scour these images and videos? I mean, they spend hours and hours and hours going by video, like frame by frame. Good grief.
Yeah.
And then finding stuff, and I've seen some of it. I mean, it's like the way they move their head or something, and I mean, it looks weird, but at the same time, it's just, I think it's just the motion of the way they're moving, more than likely, but whatever. Who knows? I guess we're under their mind control, so we'll never know for sure that they exist or not.
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't know.
And then it makes you wonder if they've got the ability to control people's minds. How are we supposed to be stopping them? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I mean,
Just
people
get the
say
drop on
like
them.
tinfoil hats are supposed to stop that.
Well, touche that. Maybe
but at the same time, how do you know that's even going to work?
Yeah, very good.
You can't really know without testing it. And there's no real way to test it.
Maybe we need one of those Magneto helmets.
Maybe.
So that they couldn't control our minds like, maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure.
Or maybe we just need vibranium. Apparently that crap could do anything.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. But it's funny none the least. I mean, you can believe it or don't believe it. I don't care what you believe or don't believe. I mean, go for it. I mean, it's not harming me one way or the other, but
just as long as you don't get too violent about it.
There you go.
That's when it all goes too far.
Yeah, exactly. But
when people decide to just be violent without any
for any reason, exactly. But some of it is kind of makes you wonder who came up with this and what were they smoking and are they going to share it? Because there's apparently some good stuff, right?
Apparently so.
Goodness. I mean, come on. That was just a joke, of course, but still, you know what I mean?
We do not condone drugs. I just want to be very clear about that.
No, I was just joking. But anyway, it does make you wonder because some of the stuff I've heard, just different odd conspiracy theories just in general, you're thinking, where did you even come up with this? I mean, what?
It does make you wonder.
But anyway, we hope you enjoyed that segment. We're going to continue on with some more of the more crazy and disturbing conspiracy theories, not just necessarily in the U.S., possibly. If we find some in different parts of the world, we'll cover those as well. If you have any that you'd like to hear more about, we're happy to cover it for you. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And don't forget to stay disturbed.